Hello everyone, today I've been doing a deck tech for Sun Quan, Lord of Wu. Mono blue, 4 and 2 blue for a 4/4 that gives all your creatures horsemanship. So, as you may or may not know, horsemanship makes it so your creatures can only be blocked by creatures with horsemanship. So, generally makes stuff basically unblockable. So let's get into the deck and how I built it. So as I said, the commander is Sun Quan, Lord of Wu. Let's look at some of this stuff. First, since it's a new thing, since I've last done these, go through the game changers. All of these are proxied, but they can some other good stuff. We've got a Cyclonic Rift, a Grim Monolith, Ancient Tomb, Fierce Guardianship, Expropriate, Force of Will, and Rhystic Study. If you're building this commander, you can choose to use as many or as few game changers as you want. I've got 7, which makes this deck bracket 4. You can play up there, but it's a bit slow. I'll talk about some of the main themes of this deck. So with the pretty much unblockable with the horsemanship, it's an aggro focus, and to help make that happen, since blue isn't the most aggressive color, a theft focus. We'll show some of the important stuff. So first off, for some of the ramp we need, we've got the Pilipala Grand Architect combo. Grand Architect can make something blue. Let's do tap untapped blue creatures to add 2. So make Pilipala blue, tap it for 2 mana. That can be used for artifacts. Use that to untap it, add a mana. Just do that as much as you need. So that adds as much mana of any color as you need. Then we've got just to represent this style of effect, there's several in here. We've got a Starwinder, which is whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. Most of the others, it's just 1 for having combat damage dealt, but it's a good effect. This one can cast it for 7 for the 7/7, or warp it in for 4, just to get it for 1 turn. I've got a Sapphire Medallion, which is something that's always nice to see, especially early in the game. This makes everything 1 cheaper. It's nice. We've got a Basalt Monolith. It's nice. It can go infinite with anything, letting it tap for extra, or just got it on the other side of this Tidespout Tyrant, but can untap itself infinitely. With the next card after this Tidespout Tyrant, you'll see this Tidespout. It's nice, it lets you bounce something whenever you cast a spell. You can get rid of other stuff, or let you go mana positive with rocks such as the Soul Ring or Grim Monolith. And the Basalt can help make this Wake Thrasher infinitely big by tapping it and untapping it just with itself. You can net mana if you have something else, or just not, and just make this guy big. That's a good thing. Then there's a clone sub-theme, which I'm showing with this Phyrexian Metamorph. Just various clones. Know what clones do. This one can become artifacts as well, which is nice. We got this Arbiter of the Ideal to help. It's a nice card to hit. Helps get things into the battlefield for free. Same with this Master of Predicaments. When it deals combat damage, choose a card in the hand. guess if it costs 4 more. If they guess wrong, you can cast it for free. And to show some theft, got the Sphinx Ambassador. Deals combat damage to a player. Search their library for a card. They have to name it. If they do not name it and it's a creature, you can cast it for free. Then this deck runs 28 basic islands, including these 3 nicer ones. The number of nice islands may or may not change with time. Then let's go through just the rest of the deck. This deck is subject to change, of course, but it's currently comprised of Machine God's Effigy, Scourge of Fleets. It's nice one-sided board wipe if you got enough islands. A Force of Negation for free counter magic. Steel Enchantment. Can do as it says. Proxy Nykthos for mana. It's Mockingbird, Nesting Grounds, Thada Adele Inquisitor, Chimo the Inner Sun, Raven Form, Mirror Hall Mimic, Romo Willbreaker, Secret Lair Rapid Hybridization, Biden of Thassa, Simic Manipulator, nice Surge Foil Nano Gene Conversion, Urza's Power Plant, Arid Archway, Urza's Tower, Soul Ring, Jin-Gataxis Progress Tyrant, Proxy needs some trimming, a Body Double, Mirror Mockery, Auto Soldier, this one's also Surge Foil, Aura Thief. It's nice, especially if someone else is playing Enchantments deck, just gain control of all of them. Talaria West, it's a fun card. Can either be a tapped land or tutor up any land or other 0-cost card. I think there's any of them in here. Stolen Identity can be repeated. Copy token generation. Swiftfoot Boots. Proxy Buster Sword. This is a pretty good card. It's nice. Blade of Selves. For some Myriad. Equip that on something like the Sphinx Ambassador here. Get you extra stuff, or on the not the Arbiter of the Ideal, but on the Master of Predicaments. Or equipping it on a clone. The clones, each copy can choose something else to be. Military Intelligence, draw, Clone Legion, especially if someone else is going wide, that can be a good spell. Nice solid Pongify, Gilded Lotus, Dominating Listed. Listeds are pretty fun. It'd be cool if they did more of them, but good to turn into auras from on the battlefield. Got a Nyx Lotus. This Proxy Mana Drain. Coastal Piracy. Urza's Mine. Fortunately, I didn't get the Chronicle one like the other two, but oh well. Temple of the False God. Curse of Unbinding. Both mills and steal stuff. Other people. Enduring Curiosity. Clever Impersonator. That can be any non-land permanent. So it's even more versatile than the Phyrexian Metamorph. Proxy Agent of Treachery. Counterspell. Mind's Dilation, which is pretty solid. Gets rid of people's libraries and gives me free stuff. Royal Elemental, steal stuff on landfall. Subjugate Hobbits, steal small stuff. Stunt Double, instant speed clone. Sugarcoat. This turns things to foods. chance I'll put in the Locked in the Moon or whatever that one's called. I don't think I have it quite right, but it's kind of similar. A Flare of Denial, Endless Evil, and a Prologue to Phyresis. I used to have Infect in here, but kind of got cut as I had too many competing themes. This is sort of a remnant from it, and it might get cut. For now, it's in here. But this is my build for Sun Quan, Lord of Wu. It's just a fun, aggressive theft deck. You want to try to ramp as fast as possible because a lot of stuff are pretty expensive. You do not need to cast the commander as soon as you're able to. If you have something else that'll be more immediately impactful, do that. You only need to cast him if you really want to. I've had multiple games where I just didn't cast him at all, because he does make everything basically unblockable, but a lot of the bigger things you want to hit people with just have evasion already with flying. So this is my build for him. I'll have the deck list in the description down below. Free to look at it and build it. Go as close or as far as you want to. Let me know if you decide to build him. He's a fun mono blue commander. I wanted to build a mono blue commander who didn't do typical mono blue stuff, so he's who I landed on. But like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye.